I'm often asked, how do we make people care about climate change? And we often precede that with the assumption that people don't have the right values they need. And somehow we have to figure out how to instill new values into people well past the age where that's even really possible. If you have children, if you've been around children, you know that at an early age it is possible to instill values. And we know that as an adult, sometimes our values can very slowly and somewhat reluctantly change. But overall, trying to change large numbers of people's values in order to care about an issue is not going to work. But here's the good news. The good news is that I'm convinced that 99% of us, perhaps even more, not 100%, but almost, 99% of us already have the values we need to care about climate change. We just haven't connected the dots. In other words, there are already things that we value, things that we hold dear, things that we love, things that we're concerned about, and these things are being affected by the impacts of a changing climate and or would benefit from solutions to a changing climate, but we just don't realize it. And here's the beauty of it. When we approach people from a perspective of, you already care, let me help you connect the dots, first of all, we're not approaching them from a judgmental perspective. Because if you approach somebody with the underlying assumption that you don't care about the right things, you don't have the right values, that perspective can leak through subconsciously, and we are very good as humans at picking that up, at picking up that judgment and that condemnation, that self-righteousness and that holier-than-thou attitude. So rather than approaching people with, I need to fix you or you need to fix yourself, if we approach people with, I'm sure you do care, but you just haven't connected the dots yet. Let me help you connect the dots, and this is really important, to show that not only are you already the perfect person to care, in fact, you do care, you just haven't realized it, but, and this is very key, by acting on this issue, we are an even more genuine expression of who we are. So it isn't that caring about climate change isn't inconsistent with who we are. It's that caring about it and acting on it is a genuine and authentic expression of who we are, and it enables us to express who we are more fully. And that's what we all really want to do. We want to be who we are. So when it comes to understanding the barriers that we've put up, it's really important, I think, to recognize also that the barriers are not just lack of understanding. People say, well, people don't know enough information, so we just need to hit them upside the head with more information. Well, the real problem, though, unfortunately, is this, and social science over the last 10 years has showed this very clearly. First of all, we haven't connected the dots between what we care about and how that's being affected by climate change. So we tend to think, well, I'm not the right person to care. I'm not an environmentalist. I'm not a tree hugger. I don't vote for the right political party. That's just not who I am. Then the second problem we have is one called psychological distance. We humans are very bad at recognizing the risk or the threat posed by issues that we believe are far off in space or in time. In other words, if we think they'll affect us in the future but not now, or if we think they affect people far away but not here, we are really good at pushing those to the side. And then the third problem is solution aversion. Many of us believe the only solutions are unpleasant solutions, unpalatable solutions, solutions that will make our lives worse rather than better, solutions that, frankly, I'd rather have the impacts rather than the solutions to. So how do we address these real problems? We address them through exactly what we were talking about, through talking about climate change, through connecting the dots between what we already care about, why it matters, and what we can do to fix it. So the same steps that we just saw as the problems can be turned into solutions.